No, it's really very simple. If you were looking for the United States, if you were looking for the President of the United States to say, we are not going to tolerate this kind of behavior, if you were looking for the President of the United States to say that we are going to go to the end of the earth to find these people and take them out and do everything we can to wipe out the kind of terrorism taking place, this was not the speech for you. If you were looking for the President of the United States to provide the world confidence and leadership that ISIS and other groups like it could be dealt with and taken out, this was not the speech for you, because none of that was said. There wasn't even an attitude that conveyed those thoughts. And as I said, at the same time Obama was... You know the only time Obama came alive during its speech today? Did you watch any of it? The only time he came alive, the only time Obama got passionate was when what? When he started talking about the migrants. When he started talking about the migrants and how we must keep our doors open. And he started condemning people who think we need to keep Syrian refugees out of here. We need to keep Muslim refugees out of here. We only should let in Christians. He blew up. He got passionate. He took out after Republicans, Republican presidential candidates. He was tougher and more critical on Republicans than he was on ISIS in this speech. But it was clear. Folks, does anybody doubt that we're in a war, that we've been in a war since before 9/11? We have been in a war with the Islamists. Hell, you could say that the Thomas Jefferson days. But in the modern era, the first World Trade Center bombing in 1993, we have been at war. There have been repeated terrorism attacks, hijackings, you name it. We have been at war. And way too many administrations have sought to ignore it and look the other way and downplay it, including the Clinton administration, including the Obama regime. You name it, look the other way. It isn't happening because in no way, shape, manner, or form were they prepared to take any of the responsibility of dealing with it, much less acknowledge they had anything to do with it. Clinton had everything to do with it by making us look like a phony paper tiger, by cutting and running out of Somalia, Black Hawk Down incident. There's any number of historical events I could give you, but the fact of the matter is that we have made it clear we can be had. And after 9/11, what did we do? From the highest levels of the State Department, we started conducting seminars asking, what's wrong with us? What did we do? Why did we make them so mad? What have we done to so infuriate them? We took it all on ourselves. It was our fault. College kids today have picked up that refrain in the terms of political correctness. It must be something we've done to offend them. We've got to find out what it is and assure them we mean them no harm. But if you were looking for tough leadership, if you were looking for a president, make it clear that he's going to defend his country and other Western civilization countries, Western democracies, if you were hoping you were going to get a president who was looking the world in the eye and saying that they were not going to be able to continue with this was not the speech for you, because you didn't get that. What you got from this president was, you're a bigot if you think we should stop helping these refugees. He wants 100,000 a year. And I'll guarantee you this too. Whether Congress defunds the whole program, don't bet on that. He's going to do it anyway. Folks, this last year coming up, I'm telling you, I don't think people still have any idea what's going to go on. 1 year to go. 1 year to fully transform this country. 1 year to do whatever he has in mind vis-a-vis the United States of America. 1 year. If he wants to keep those borders open and he wants, southern border immigration is a much different thing than taking in these refugees. Don't equate the two. They're two separate entities. They've got different objectives. Illegal immigration is one thing. We already have a set of laws on the books. All we'd have to do is enforce them. Nobody wants to. We're not doing so. But the southern border immigration problem is not at all similar to what Obama's doing with this expanded refugee importation program. But you will hear he just comes alive when admonishing the bigots in this country. And he even went so far as to say, you got people who think it's okay to let in the Christians, but they don't want the Muslims. Well, that's not who we are. That's not American values. That's not the America I know. That's not the values that we have. And it blows his stack practically.